anyone under his leadership, His Excellency Simon Ekpa. Anybody that is confusing anyone or telling you there is another, no, there is nothing. There's just one, recognized by His Excellency Simon Ekpa.
Biafra, Merani, Onuzo ke Biafra, na Merani, Onuzo ke Biafra, Merani, Onuzo ke Biafra.
Welcome, fellow Biafrans, lovers of freedom across the world. I welcome you once again to this amazing platform where we disseminate information that has to do with the restoration of independent state of Biafra. I appreciate everyone that has connected to this platform. This is Biafra Exodus Hard Talk TV, a platform that stands for the United States of Biafra, under the command of our Prime Minister, Mazi Simon Ekpa, and on the supreme command of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. And today, under the leadership of Dr. Ngozi Orabueze, the Deputy Prime Minister of the United States of Biafra, COS interim, I welcome all of you to this very platform. Happy New Year to everyone that is watching, wherever you are watching from. We are in a new year. And as we enter the new year, many people are asking questions and they say, what next? Where is the way to go? The way to go is simple. We are pursuing the recognition of the United States of Biafra and the restoration of Biafra fully on the ground. That is the phase where we are today. Every one of us must continue to give our contribution the best way we can. And remember, I urge you to like and share. Share to your neighbors, share to your family, share to everyone to key in and join us on this gospel. Do not be distracted. Regardless what you hear, regardless what you see, regardless the propaganda and blackmail that is flying from right, left, and center, do not get distracted. Be focused, because Biafra have been declared on the 29th of November 2024, and there is no going back. We are pursuing the recognition of Biafra.
The Southeast governors did not abduct Nnamdi Kanu from Kenya. They did not. The federal government of Nigeria abducted Nnamdi Kanu, brought him to Nigeria, took him to court. The court even granted him bail. Now, when court grants you bail, what do? You release. Now, if the DSS or the police refuse to release him, the judge can jail whoever is in charge of, has the power to even jail the IGP or whoever is in charge of the DSS. So for me, why we are facing all this bullshit is because our judicial system has collapsed, and the Nigerians should rise and hold them responsible. I can no longer ask Tinubu to release Nnamdi Kanu because he is not in charge of discharging cases in Nigeria. The judiciary is in charge of discharging cases in Nigeria and should take responsibility for whatever.
Well, they feel that his influence will facilitate the process, because if you leave it to the Attorney General of the Federation, it may not be so. Concerning the fact that some of the statements that were made by Nnamdi Kanu that is even keeping him in detention is against current President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, when some instructions were given for, certain things, especially with the president's properties. All right, Lolo, let's take some calls. I know that a lot of persons want to react to what was discussed today on the political spotlight. And I would implore you, don't call the old number. Call 080-3692-9933. 080-3692-9933. If you're watching us on YouTube, I believe that the number will be put on the screen there, so you can actually call if you're watching us. 080-3692-9933. And the WhatsApp number is 0817-1756-338. All right. Hello, good evening. Welcome to the Political Spotlight. How are you? Hello, good evening. How are you? All right, I've told you, don't call the 0700 number. Call 080-3692-9933. 080-3692-9933. Hello, good evening.
Hello, sir. Good evening.
Good evening, sir. How are you?
Hello, good evening.
I can hear you. Go ahead, please. What's your name?
Hello, can you hear me?
All right, that means you call the 0700 number. Please call 080-3692-9933. Once you call that, I think you'll be clear. You can hear me while I can also hear you. Hello, good evening. Hello, good evening. Good evening, how are you? What's your name, please?
Hello?
What is your name? Good evening. I've told you, please call 080-3692-9933. 080-3692-9933. All right? Hello, good evening. How are you?
Hello?
Good evening, how are you?
Hello?
I think I'm going to take more of the WhatsApp messages now. So please send WhatsApp messages on 0817-1756-338. I've told you to call 080-3692-9933. And if you happen to call the 0700 number, go ahead and talk. You may not hear me, but I can hear you. It's very simple. Please, let's just listen before we start dialing. Okay? Hello? Good evening. Hello?
Hello, good evening.
Good evening. How are you?
Esther, good evening.
Good evening. I can hear you. How are you?
Hello, good evening.
Hi.
Can you hear me, ma?
Please, I can hear you. Go ahead and speak.
It's the number you called, I called.
Please, I can hear you. Go ahead and
Good
speak.
evening, ma.
Okay. Please, when you call, just go ahead and speak. I beg. I beg. I beg you. We cannot tire. Hello?
Hello, Esther.
Turn down your radio, please. Turn down the volume completely. Thank
Can you
you.
hear me?
I can hear. You have not turned down the volume of your radio. Can you turn it down completely?
Can you hear me now?
Yes, I can hear you. Please, what's your name
Good-
and your
good
location?
evening.
Good evening.
My name is Pastor Andrew.
Your name is?
Pastor Andrew calling you from Ezibu.
All right, Pastor Andrew, please project, open your mouth and speak.
I
Thank
want
you.
to commend you and that lady
Thank you.
for the good work you are doing. Please, tell that woman not to be discouraged. So, go ahead, because one instrument, they're using him to do petty jobs. Understand me? These people, when an Igbo man say something, now you don't become terrorist. Now, I'm on it, I say terrorist to them. Now, I can't say terrorist to them. Everybody, when wants to say no for what they are doing, you have become terrorist. They are the one that is terrorist, you. They are the ones sponsoring terrorists. They are the one adopting. But they are we shouting. They will kill you and they are be shouting. They are be crying.
You're making unfounded allegations. You're saying that they're the ones sponsoring. Please do not. I am sorry. You can't say that. You can't say that because they haven't come out to make such a statement. Please. They haven't come out here to make such a statement. Okay.
It's promotion they're giving to us.
All right. Thank you very much. Thank you. Lolo, are we going to say that some persons are not actually guilty of some of the crimes being perpetrated, and if they are apprehended by security operatives along that axis? Because a couple of people may think that this is slowly turning to what we say, maybe we like to concentrate so much on conversation around the Southeast. But the thing is, that's what has been in the news lately. Is either you hear one incident that happened in Anambra. If it's not Anambra, it's Imo State. Every day you see it. You get updates too about Nnamdi Kanu's trial because that particular case is all over. The president too, his economic reforms, those are the issues we're seeing across Nigeria's political landscape. And this also is politically motivated. Most of that conversation is politically inclined. So some persons may think that at some point we always infuse this, but this is basically what is trending or the controversial issues in our political scene. Exactly. We are not trying to promote any form of disunity or whatever. We're just trying to bring out the awareness. If you are active on social media, I think you understand where Lolo is coming from, specifically on X. Every conversation now has gone ethnic. Every conversation now has gone tribal. It has become so bad and it's targeted towards a particular ethnic group. It's a different thing if it's across board.
And a particular ethnic group is sponsoring it.
That's
our
why.
worry.
And the question now is, what are the operatives, the security operatives, what are they doing about it? If you have spokespersons of the president also infusing or making statements like those who caused the, will I say the End SARS protest or the End Bad Governance protest, you say they're obedience or they're Peter Obi's followers, or you say it was Peter Obi that. So where is your fact? And those that were the front line of that protest were not even obedience, neither were they Southeasterners. Most of them are Southwesterners. Even the lawyers that were there, they are all from the Southwest. So what is the purpose of engineering that kind of divisive statements? What is the intent? That is what the worry is about. And when will they come out officially to actually sanction this kind of notorious statements? When you don't sanction it and you keep quiet about it, it means that you want it. It means that you are actually sparing it. And that's the issue here, which we're trying to use this outlet to call their attention to this inorderliness and for them to address it. For example, like I said, Reno Omokri actually did that. On Armed Forces Remembrance Day, Reno Omokri went boldly and wrote that the coup of 1966 was against the Igbos, against the Hausas, and that he smiled at the camera. Who tweets that? Who writes that at such a very sensitive
and there's
day?
somebody from his own side that was involved in the coup.
No, Major Zogu is actually from his side. He's from his region.
Major Zogu is Igbo. Let us even agree that he's Igbo. There is someone from Urobo.
Okay.
I think that is from there.
Side.
Yes.
Hello, good evening.
Hello, good evening, Esther Wachuku.
Peter Osifo, right?
Yes, thank you very much. This is Peter Osifo. Hello?
I can hear you, Peter. Please go ahead.
God bless. Let me quickly say what I want to say. Madam, in the future, I give you good evening.
Thank you.
You are talking very well, and I will agree with you, and it's up to 90% of what I said. Before I go further, Esther Wachuku, I want to depend on a 1 statement made by another caller on Friday, last Friday.
Okay.
It's not a easy call, but he sent a WhatsApp message.
Yes, he did.
He was trying to malign my name. A campaign of calumny against my person. It was said that I mentioned your name on other people. I never mentioned your name. I only mentioned VOP rightly. The program was that is all our politics. We're talking about the 5 people who were telling VOP news that evening,
yes,
that were alleged or said that
there are speculations that those governors may defect to another political party, which they have come out to refute.
APC.
Yes.
Hello?
Yes. The speculations of those governors that they may defect, but that they had to come out to refute it.
I mentioned Tubara. And I said that Tubara should not be allowed to join APC.
Yes.
He speculated that he's a traitor. So I never said that he joined APC. Are you hearing me?
Yes.
But this man, James Obona, from Oshodi, was trying to malign my name before you. In fact, I guess he's the one because he died his first after I spoke. Why the man who, answered that program said that they didn't carry it in the news. I said I had it in the news, but I didn't mention your name. Only said DOP. That 5 governors, they said, including
there are speculations, and the speculation has been debunked.
Delta State governor. And maybe even Fubara. I only took Fubara as a test and said that I don't want you to join the peace government. That is all.
You're right. It was in the world news at 6 on Friday where there are possible defection plans. I can hear you. It was in the world news at 6 where there are speculations that these particular governors may defect to another political party, but they came out to refute it. The party members came out to say that it's not true, even if they're having internal wrangling issues. Peter Osifo, please go ahead if you're still there. Oh, okay. He's gone off. I think he came out to actually debunk that information, Peter. Hello, good evening. How are you? Ben from Iba.
Hello.
Ben.
Hello, Esther, good evening.
How are you? Happy New Year.
Hello, Esther, good evening.
I can hear you. Happy New Year.
Hello.
Okay. Ben, please kindly call back. Call the number 08036929933. 08036929933. Okay. Hello. Good evening.
Hello. Good evening.
Good evening, sir. How are you?
Esther, good evening. My name is Innocent. I'm calling from Amuo.
All right. Go ahead.
Side. Please, what I'm interested is I want to ask, what is the Southeast people now is saying? Now this governor of Anambra State, Soludo, have bring a security outfit that is going to be in Anambra State.
Okay.
Now, for me as a person, I'm seeing it that he's just doing it for him to just people that will put fear to the people that want to contest against him this 2025 election. Okay. And after he have used these people now, give them cutlass and all these things for them to protect. After everything, he will win. And then when he win now,
the consequences.
Abandon these people.
The consequences.
When the hungry are now starting disturbing these people, they will use this cutlass and all those stick and whatever they give to them to start chasing people, start stealing from people, start harming people. That time, the Southeast people will start calling the president, calling army this and this. Now they should start condemning it. Let that man know that he can do without this. All these things they are bringing now. Why is he bringing them now? He wants to contest for the second tenure. They should let him know what he's doing now that is wrong. Not tomorrow. I don't know whether Southeast is like fire. There is people that they are afraid to talk to, and there is ones that they are not afraid to talk to. Let everybody be equal.
All right, thank you.
That's the only way we can get Southeast working.
Thank you very much. Thank you. All right, 08036929933, 08036929933. Hello, good evening. How are you? Hello, good evening. How are you? This person is just breathing on their earpiece. 08036929933. Hello, good evening. Hello, good evening. Hello, you're live. Good evening.
Hello?
Yes, good evening. How are you? All right. This person doesn't know they're live. Hello, good evening. How are you? Welcome to the Political Spotlight.
Esther.
Good evening.
How are you too?
I am
I'm
fine, sir. What's your name?
Okay. My name is Daniel and I'm calling from Idimo.
All right, Daniel, please go ahead.
Okay, I want to greet our Ada in the studio. God bless you, ma.
They were.
Yeah. Okay, you see what she was telling you about the insecurity problem of the East and the media. I was at Owerri this past Friday. I was also there yesterday. I came back yesterday evening.
Okay.
And I can tell you on Friday around 12 p.m. after 1, I went around Owerri. And you discover that activities are still going on.
Okay.
In fact, somebody took me to a place where he said that they will stay there till they break because they are selling and people are buying. You see clubs, they are open.
Hello. Hello.
There was no problem.
Okay.
But hello, I can hear you.
Okay. You went off a bit there.
I said, people, where there. I went around there yesterday, Friday night. The activities are still going on. People are walking on the streets. And it's not that there is no problem. Sometimes there will be pockets of things happening here and there, but it's not the way media project it. If you are like, for example, if you're in Lagos here now, you are hearing what is happening in the southeast, you will think that there is nobody there again. Everybody have deserted or they have killed everybody. But it's not like that. I went around. In fact, I can tell you that as at 2 a.m., I was moving around on Friday.
Are you serious?
Yes. As at 2 a.m. on Friday, I was moving around Owerri. Somebody took me, was taking me around. And there was no problem. So the media should be able to do their work. Even the VOP can even send people to go and investigate, know truly what is happening. Just like what she said, most of the problems there are being caused by the so-called security people. And the Saredokobo's men. They are the one harassing people. No reasonably woman will go and kill his holy woman for just no reason. It's not possible. Esther, right. God bless you, my sister. Thank you for your wonderful job. We appreciate you.
Yeah, thank you. All right. Yes. Hello, good evening. How are you? Hello, good evening. How are you? Hello? All right, kindly call back. Let me take some messages. Please just hold on. I need to take messages, okay? Esther, thank you. Igbo and the Southeasterners will continue to suffer persecution in Nigeria, and that is because the future prospects of this nation lies in them. I can tell you for free, there's nothing anyone can do about it. Udom now calls. Calm down. Calm down. You cannot be giving that kind of projection. Esther, out of 7 people bearing Igbo sounding names, 5 were from the then Midwest region, now the present day Edo and Delta states. Okay. All right. This is from Okay Ifedi. All right. Okay Ifedi. This person says, okay, who will say the Nigerian criminal justice system is not real or fiction? Okay, you did not tell us your name. Kindly put your name next time. Happy Sunday, Esther, Lolo Chimezi, and VOP family. The whole security problem in the South is started with the Supreme Court declaration. Okay, let me respond to this call. Hello, good evening. How are you?
Hello, Esther. Good evening.
Good evening, C2, right?
Yes, my sister. And another one again. The history that they took away from Nigerian curriculum is the worst thing that ever happened to them.
They have returned it. They have returned it. They have returned it. It's been returned.
Ren Omokri does not even know that he has a brother who participated in that coup from his own tribe. You know,
they know. He was paid. They know. He knows.
Yes, he was paid agent. He was paid agent. But
let me tell my people that.
Yes, but he claimed that he's educated. Let me tell our people that live in America. You see this tribal war against Ndi Igbo have to stand up and punch somebody on the nose. If you don't give a bully a bloody nose, it will never stop. That is what I believe on radio. If I was in America, I will go match. I will locate where he is. In his doorstep one morning, he will show me there, and I will come to me and him. We finish the tribal war. But to do, don't start.
Yes, I want to come. Greeting you.
Good evening. Harassing passengers coming there to board vehicles to their various destinations are claiming to be Biafra fighters. That's the reason why people like Asari Dokubo is using his men to cause mayhem in the southeast. So Nigerian government should look at it again, and most importantly, release Nnamdi Kanu. Chemere from Agbara. Well done, Chemere. Good evening, my sister. We're all deceiving one another in this country. It's never designed to be one. Sheyi Cots from Tere. Sheyi Cots, we have to work together to be one. Hi, good evening. My name is Chinwe Utito. I really love the woman you invited. She's not just brilliant, she's intelligent. She's this war that didn't start in the year 1996. It took a lot of time and it took years of provocation. That's what is going on. The Nigerian government and the governor should know what they're doing. This generation is a different breed entirely. Only Ojukwu said the country doesn't go to war since, but Nigeria is definitely going to start this. I'm coming from the east too. I school there, and southeast is so peaceful. So therefore, the militaries are in charge of the chaos going on there. Wow. All right, good evening, Esther Machkwa, Madam Pinto. My name is Dennis from Abulegba. Honestly, the way EFCC carried away their duties is very wrong. I don't pity one of them. Oh, please do. It's not good to lose lives in that manner. Good evening, Esther. I commend you and your guest. Please, we need to know how to hold the judiciary in charge of MNK's release responsible and accountable, even in other cases. Patrick from Isolo. Good evening, Esther and Madam Pinto. God bless you multiple times. Madam Pinto and Igbo Women Assembly. I'm still surprised that the name of the media mogul and the military that almost killed him has not been revealed by social media till tomorrow. Imagine if he was eventually killed, they would tell us his name and say it was IPOP that killed him, and the news would be on every social media and television stations and newspapers. EFCC should invite people after investigation. Stop breaking into people's homes just the way criminals and kidnappers used to break into people's house, cause people, because people must defend themselves. From Chief Udo. All right, Chief Udo, well done. Good evening, Esther. I am tired, though I'm not Igbo, but the attack on the southeast is glaring. Can you ask what is the way forward? Because they don't want them to leave. Because they don't want them to leave Nigeria. They don't want peace or even want the Igbos to rule Nigeria. What is the way forward? All right. Thank you so much. Esther and Lolo Nemeka, good evening. Lolo, God bless you and your family. Charles from Festac. All right, good evening. The truth about insecurity in southeastern Nigeria is that the federal government can't exonerate themselves from it. They actually want that region to be destabilized for their own selfish interests, plus hatred for the people from that region. The Igbos, too, aren't that united because of division in political thinking. Umu support from Aguda Surilere. Wow, Esther, right? So when I thought about your guest earlier today and you brought her to the show, greetings to her. The new wave of terrorism might start from the southwest because of in the ports and cooking, with notorious ingredients like hardcore tribalism and hatred against a tribe and overlooking of atrocities committed by indigents and relative indigents of the state, religious intolerance, and the recent conversations about Sharia. It's a pity that the elders of the states and politicians are feeling the situation that will later consume them when the senseless youth of the region finally put a touch to it. Okay, good evening, Esther and Madam Pinto. If Igbos keep pretending that Nigeria is one country, they are only deceiving themselves. The sooner we gradually relocate our investment, the better for us. Bonsoir, Esther Wachiko. Bonsoir, Big Mama Lolo Pinto. Lolo, may God Almighty continue protecting you now and forever in Jesus' name, amen. Everybody here in Benin Republic are listening your message, and because of your message, one man has brought 4 cartons of... Sorry. Sorry for that snot. All right, Lolo, please, what's in a sentence? What's your final take? We need to wrap up. Tubechuku is here to apprehend me. Ma.
Well, I have to encourage my people to always report.
Okay.
And again, always raise alarm.
Oh.
Each time, I don't think we should be afraid of this security operating. In fact, if not that life is lost, I must applaud the man that defended himself. And I advise more Igbo people to go and get licensed gun to defend themselves. The young man fought gallantly. Unfortunately, an EFCC man was taken down, and this should sound as a warning to EFCC on how to carry out their operations. Now, I'm advising the Igbos: do not be afraid. Do not be afraid. Try as much as possible to work together to help each other. Anytime you are moving on the road and there is a harassment by any security operator, please stop and help yourself. So that let's see if we can reduce this harassment. I'm also pleading with the federal government to look into the activities of the security forces in the southeast. I think the insecurity in the southeast is more of the military, and the security forces is caused by most of the security forces than the IPOP.
Thank you very much, Lolo Pinto. I sincerely appreciate you coming. To all of you who called and sent messages, thank you so much. My name is Esther Wachuku. Good evening, and thank you for staying with us.